Alright, so it's been about a month and a half since I've actually really recorded something for this channel. My apologies on that. And I'm going to explain a little bit, as I've really need to take the time to kind of focus on myself and figure out if the direction I've been going on is the direction I want to continue on, and what I've wanted to alter and just improve about myself, because I feel like I've definitely suppressed myself in so many ways due to many things on this channel and other things as well. But before I do get into any of that, just a heads up, there is a link in the description below to my new channel, Kobama Sama. If you would like to be notified on when uploads go up on the channel, make sure you don't just subscribe, but you also hit the bell on the channel. Like, basically, I'm just gonna say this right now, I'm begging you, if you actually want to support the channel and watch videos on the channel, make sure to hit that bell button. Like, don't even worry about subscribing. Like, if you do any one of them, do the bell, because basically YouTube's subscription system, and god, that was actually, I was about to get tongue twisted. Their system right now, basically it's weird. Like, it won't alert people when you know, your subscriptions actually upload, unless like you're basically diligently watching them all the time, which, you know, when it comes to gaming stuff and other channels that upload daily, not everyone is going to watch your videos all the time. So basically, if you're not watching me daily and watching every single video that I upload, which, you know, I try to have variety and all that stuff, you won't be notified. So keep that in mind. And to all the people who do that, I greatly appreciate it. But anyway, let me go ahead and get into what I want to talk about in this video. So basically, I've been really unhappy with a lot of things that I've done in 2016 with just basically a lot of things. Personal life, you know, my YouTube, and just other things as well, how I've handled stuff. But it's definitely been a learning process. I've been going through a lot of stress recently, which has had me really depressed, pretty much to a rock bottom, to where, like, I had my first panic attack ever on Christmas Day, and that was like a 4-hour long panic attack. And then just many other things. Like, I've realized that I definitely need to go to a doctor soon, and probably therapist too, something like that, I don't know, just to play it safe, because, you know, like I said, recently I've been trying to figure out myself, like, what direction I want to go to, and because of that, it's kind of made me a little bit sometimes mentally unstable, to where it's like I've been very easily swayed, and I've been very hesitant to do things that, you know, could potentially make me grow, but because I've been like, well, what's the most optimal thing to do? Or what's the thing that's like the least offensive or pleases a majority of my audience or whatever, like on my channel, instead of actually doing what I wanted. And because I started focusing on what other people wanted, that's when I basically lost my enjoyment for what I was doing. And because of that, I had less passion for it, less drive for it, which is why recently I've been very inconsistent, because I haven't really enjoyed it, because I felt like I've definitely suppressed myself. You know, when I started YouTube, basically how I was, you know, I didn't want to curse in my videos, I didn't want to do any of that stuff, and that's how I was before. But, you know, recently I've kind of had a change of heart, not because, you know, I want to be, you know, vulgar and like everyone else or whatever, but I feel like in some ways, different things I want to reference or, you know, relate to people with or whatever, it's like, yeah, I don't see why it's wrong for anyone to use certain words, as long as the connotations are not, hostile towards other people or whatever. So, I don't know. I just feel like I really want to open up more, because I feel like, because I have to suppress myself with, oh no, I don't know if this is going to offend this person or whatever, you know, because like basically all of 2016 I've been trying to really focus on, you know, kind of, you know, learning myself a bit better. You know, I've been trying to improve my style, you know, I've been trying to work out and see how far I can actually go physically with that. And, you know, just other things as well, like, you know, getting out, doing things more socially, trying to be more photogenic, just trying to make myself a better person, because I know I can go far. I know I can go so far, but if I keep letting other people's opinions and views and their conceptions on what I'm supposed to be or how I'm supposed to run my channel constantly control me, then I'm never gonna grow. And I've just realized that for 2017, this is the new year, all the stuff that happened before with my family and all that stuff and friends and just my past mistakes and all that stuff, I'm not gonna dwell on it. I will say this right now though, a lot of the reason why I was really stressed earlier on in the year, and why I didn't do a Draw My Life, and also why recently I've been like just really stressed, is mostly due to my family. With what I've done on YouTube and all that stuff, I mostly put what I've like earned or whatever into my family and people that I've wanted to help, like very close to me. And I don't know, I just feel like my family really manipulated me, and that really tore me down for so long, to kind of be like, dang, I've always tried to be so giving and so loving and all that stuff, and people take it for granted. And I really beat myself up about it and kept dwelling on it. But at the same time, I still love my family. Through all that, I have no hostility towards them, because I've realized that during this time when I've been extremely stressed and extremely depressed, that I've affected other people, because I've been dealing with a lot. And sometimes I didn't even know like who I was or what was going on. I was just that lost. And I've realized that, sometimes that happens. You end up hurting the people closest to you just because it's sometimes whatever situation you're in is like too much to handle or whatever. So, I keep that in mind with many situations so that I can relate with people. And even if there are things that do bother me or whatever, or, I feel like someone definitely hurt me, I try to, like I said, I still think for myself now. I think for myself now, I've definitely learned a lot from that situation, so I know what pathway I'm never going to go on ever again when it comes to that, and just other things as well. But, another thing too is that with my YouTube, I've always tried to figure out how best to convey who I am. But the thing is like I said, I've still been trying to figure that out entirely. And I feel like I've definitely come way closer to where I want to be as a person. But, for quite a while, I was just like, I know I'm a giving person. I know I don't have any ulterior motive or anything like that with my YouTube. I started my YouTube for fun. It took a year and a half, or was it a year or a year and a half? I feel like it was a year and a half, because I started 2010. Then when Mario Kart 7 and Super Mario 3D Land came out, which I think was 2011, that's when I got partnered. So like about a year and a half. It took like that long to actually get partnered. And I was just doing it because it was something to let me get out and do more things, learn about the world, because my family really, like my mom was a single mom, very, very strict and overprotective and always sheltered us. And because of that, I started YouTube because I couldn't really go out and do stuff. I couldn't do a job because I had to babysit little sisters. So it was like, how do I kind of, interact with people who have the same interests as me? Because none of my friends really liked Sonic or video games like I did. So YouTube was like really a way for me to kind of like interact with people who had the same interests as me. And I felt it was so good to, be able to release all that, because I'd feel sometimes bad whenever someone would talk to me and then I'm like, whoa, someone actually wants to hear my opinion on something, and I'd overload them with that. So, YouTube videos really, I don't know, it made me become more vocal, because before I was really shy. I could like never say anything. I was not social at all. And like now, I mean, look at me, I'm way better. I'm not at the best where I want to be, but I'm way further than I was before. And I definitely have to thank you all for that. So, but the thing is that I've kind of, because I have been so grateful for everything that has happened, I've kind of felt indebted to where then I cared less about, me. I cared less about me on my channel. Care more about, oh, okay, these people have this expectation for me, or, I'm this certain role model. But the thing is that I can't always be the same for somebody. I have to focus on myself so that then I can reach out to other people. Because one person, someone I've been talking to recently, her name's Kat Hartwell. She basically said, some really good advice that just made me think about a lot. It was just like, you never give from your source, you give from your overflow. So you got to make sure you're taken care of first before you start focusing on other people. That's what I've been trying to do, and that's why I'm doing this new channel, because I feel like because I have been so suppressed on this channel, I really haven't had a drive or motivation to do it, because I needed to be something I enjoy. This is something that people expect entertainment from. They expect to know me. People have been like complaining because I didn't upload for like a month and a half or whatever, and it's because people, I guess, enjoy my content, not just, the games that I play, but also my content. But if I'm not giving me, then I'm not going to be able to give the best content possible, which is why I've constantly had to redo playthroughs multiple times, because I never understood why I didn't really enjoy certain playthroughs that I did. But it was just because, like I said, there were multiple times where I had to hold myself in. I'd have to be like, dang, I don't know if I should keep this clip in. I don't know if I should or shouldn't. And, you know, one time I did the Sonic Unleashed fail compilation. People, it was hilarious. Oh, wow, I totally cursed there, my apologies. But people thought it was hilarious. And I was just like, wow, I can really be myself and people think it's hilarious. Why don't I just be myself more? But then when I started going back to the same PG route and all that stuff, that's when, you know, I felt I wasn't enjoying it again. You know, my Sonic Unleashed playthrough, I enjoyed so much. That was the most enjoyment I had in all of 2016, to be perfectly honest. And I've just realized now, in order for me to be happy, I need to go to a new channel, change my direction, because honestly, at the same time, a lot of the comments that have been coming up recently would just, you know, I like to interact with my viewers. I have my comments on my phone all the time, so I'm always getting alerts. And, you know, sometimes I may make a misstep. You know, I may missay something to where I'll make a mistake with my reference, though it's obviously a mistake, though I guess people just like to be right or whatever in the comments. So I will basically get like 1,000, like 500 to 1,000 comments sometimes on one thing I may have said wrong, even though it was very, very minuscule. And it's just like, you know, I want to talk to people. People want to be like, oh, why don't you respond to your comments enough, Kobe? But it's like, you know, people just constantly being like, you're so stupid, Kobe, how'd you miss this or whatever? And, you know, it doesn't get to me, but it's like, dang, you know, I started doing YouTube because I wanted interaction with people. I wanted to talk to people about my interests and all that stuff. And, you know, yeah, I'm gonna make mistakes every once in a while, and, you know, I definitely expect constructive criticism from people. But it's like, you know, just kind of get hounded with one thing over and over again, it definitely gets very annoying. And it's just like, dang, it's very frustrating, because I'm like, okay, I've made this entire video trying to, you know, entertain someone, but then someone just really had to focus on that one little mistake. And, you know, maybe it sounds really silly for, you know, something like that to bother someone, but it honestly, when, you know, you have a channel like my size or whatever, and you constantly have that happen on like multiple videos, like every day basically, if I am uploading daily, it gets old. It gets really, really old, because I'm just like, I want to have some interaction with people to where I can continue, you know, conversation in a video. I may not respond to comments, you know, typing or whatever, but I do whenever I see a really, really good comment, which is why I love doing question of the day. You know, I'll basically try and incorporate that in the next video, so that there's a sense of interaction, so you all can know that, yes, I do read your comments. I may not be able to type to everyone, because let's be realistic, I have a lot of people commenting on my videos, but if you have something meaningful and, you know, I can work with it or whatever, I can try and help you out or whatever, or just, you know, share my opinion or experience, then I want to do that. And I've just felt like that's become less of a thing on my channel, so I need to kind of branch away from my channel just for a bit. I'm gonna do mod videos and fan game videos and new Sonic games and I guess new Nintendo games on this channel, still in the PG format, because I do actually enjoy doing those, and it's pretty fun, and I like interacting with people on this channel, and it's something that I've established on this channel. Also, you know, this is my job, so it's my source of income, and a lot of people have actually tried to use that against me too while I've been gone. That's the hilarious thing. So a lot of people have tried to use it against me to be like, wow, Kobe, you're not uploading, but this is your full-time job, like, you know, you're so stupid and whatnot. But the funny thing is that this entire time, in this month and a half, I haven't really been affected by me not even uploading at all, which has been quite a blessing. I don't know why that's been the case, but I really haven't suffered that much from it. And, you know, that's the thing. If money was really important to me, I would just like not even worry about uploading this right now. But that's the thing. I still want to upload for you guys, even though, you know, doing that format entirely isn't exactly always entertaining to me, but it is in some ways. I still love you guys on this channel, even though, you know, every once in a while I get these comments or whatever that just piss me off, or that have pissed me off, or, you know, just I want to vent or whatever. It doesn't matter. I love you guys, and you all have helped me grow in many ways, but at the same time I have allowed people's conception on me to control my direction when that shouldn't be the case. I should be the one making decisions for myself. And like I said, I've been trying for so long to try and convey who I am as a person, someone who's giving. I don't have any ulterior motives. I'm just playing games. I'm trying to share my experience with you guys, and I hope you all can enjoy that and see the passion for the games I mostly play on my channel. Sometimes there's some games I don't really enjoy playing, and there were times that I played the games because my fans wanted it, and then I realized when I was playing it, I'm not really enjoying this, and I feel like I'm not really giving people a good experience. So because of that, I'm not pleased with it. Why would I keep putting so many hours of effort into this when I feel like... Another thing too, at some point I really felt people didn't really appreciate, you know, certain things that I put up. You know, I put so much effort into my videos when it comes to quality and, you know, the time and effort I try to put into it, but then it was like people kind of disregarded it or whatever. Or if I asked for support for all that time and effort that I put into something, people would be like, wow, what a money whore. And I'm just like, bro, a like is literally 2 seconds. It helps me out a lot. I would never ask any of my viewers for anything monetary wise. Like, I'm not trying to get money out of people, but, you know, help me out if you really, really enjoy and want to support my stuff. And the fact that you have a problem with me asking for something that takes 2 seconds long when you expect me to do an entire playthrough which takes multiple hours to edit and upload, but then you can't even respect how much effort I put into it, then it just makes me not even want to do it, because it's like I want to interact with people, but at the same time, you know, I gotta have some support if you actually want me to keep doing something that, in a way, I'm, like I said, I'm doing this format because of my viewers, and I'm still gonna do it because I can do it and I can enjoy it, but it would be nice to have the interaction and the support and not be accused of something when I've never been that kind of way, especially when, like I said, most of what I've earned I've really given to my family, and, you know, because of that, I've given from my source, where I've put myself in situations that honestly have put me at a disadvantage tremendously. But now I know I'm never gonna do that. I've just realized that so many mistakes I've made, they were really extremely daunting to me because I was so unaware of a lot of things in my life due to the fact that I was very sheltered as a child, so I've had to learn a lot of things on my own. But like I said, the things that I know that I like about myself and that I want to improve about myself, I'm not going to care about what people think about. I'm not going to hide that anymore. I'm not going to be like, well, you know, I don't know if this is going to bother these people because they don't expect me to be like this because they subscribe to me for this one person I was before. And, you know, I want to respect you guys. So that's another reason why I'm not just going to, on this channel, just dump all, you know, the new things that I want to do onto this channel. I still want to respect my audience that has supported me for over the past years. And, you know, the fact that I've had so many parents message me and be like, you know, I love, you know, our kids love your videos and all that. So they try to do the same thing as you. And, you know, when I've went to events, you know, I've not gone to an event to try and be like a celebrity or anything like that or whatever, but I have actually had kids, like several kids, who run up to me and they'll like tell me how they love my videos and all that stuff, and Sonic, and what their favorite Sonic game is or favorite Mario game. And it's just, it's so gratifying to see that, you know, when I was younger, I didn't have someone to interact with the things that I enjoyed, and I didn't have anyone to really listen to, or, you know, have someone, I don't know, it was just, I needed some form of entertainment and, you know, interaction with the things that I liked, instead of having to always, you know, be a listener for someone else or whatever. And to see that I was able to do for other people that, you know, I didn't have, it's a good feeling, because I'm like, okay, I can actually help people out in the position I'm in. And I feel like I've been blessed so much to actually be a blessing, but at the same time, I still need to think for myself. And that's the direction I'm gonna go. So with this new channel, Kobama-sama, and I'm talking really fast right now because I know I tend to ramble. I'm trying to keep this as short as possible, because this video at first was actually going to be way longer, but I'm just trying to tell you all everything so that you know exactly what's wrong, but keep it as summarized as quickly as possible. Basically with Kobama-sama, I'm going to do playthroughs on that channel. I'm not going to be doing old playthroughs of games on this channel anymore. They're going to be all on Kobama-sama. There's going to be a huge focus on basically me wanting to improve in different games like Smash Bros or whatever. You know, 4K content. I want to do a lot of 4K high quality content. And then you know, I also want to do workout videos. I want to do like kind of like fashion, I guess, shoe videos, unboxings and whatnot. I just want to be able to do whatever I want and share it with you guys and be proud of it, and not have to be like, well, I'm a gaming channel, so if I upload this video, people are going to take it this way. No, this new channel, the reason why I want to do a new channel isn't because I want to be like, oh, I want to throw away a 1 million sub channel. It's just the fact that the feeling of a fresh start, like, you know, the fact that this is a new year, this is 2017. The feeling of a fresh start and starting over, it gives me that motivation and drive again to get where I was. Because when I started out doing YouTube, I feel like I was so successful, even though my content was really, really bad, in my opinion now. I feel like I was so successful because I enjoyed it. I genuinely enjoyed what I was doing, and people saw that. And because of that, I somehow got success that I really don't even understand. But because I did what I enjoyed and didn't care what other people thought, people calling me a money whore and all that stuff, when I knew I wasn't, it was just the fact that I kept striving to try and figure out how to convey that. That's what really messed me up, to where it let me get so easily swayed to where I'm like, okay, so I know I'm not this, but how do I convey that to other people, to where, you know, they're thinking that I'm trying to do new games because I want money for it. And you know, what is even wrong with money? Like, I don't get that. Are you really that against success? Are you really that jealous? Hell yeah, I'm gonna start going for as much money as possible, but I'm not going to be doing it as a way to, like, I'm trying to abuse you guys, I'm trying to get something out of you. I'm doing it because obviously you want to work hard, you want to keep pushing yourself, you want to have goals. Make goals so that you can never stop pushing yourself, because if you know, if you are small-minded, you won't be able to grow. You have to think big, and sometimes maybe it's a little bit too ambitious, but that's the thing, it keeps you having something to keep going for. And that's what I'm doing, and that's what this new channel is going to be, Kobama-sama. And I really want to share this experience with you guys. I'm really excited, really positive. And it's so weird too, because I feel so good right now that I've changed my mindset on so many things. Because just a few days ago, like I said, you know, on Christmas Day, I had my first panic attack, you know, while I was in DC. I think it was partially due to the cold and whatnot, and then other things as well. Basically, like, I lost my ID and my phone and all that stuff. I passed out and whatnot. It was wild. There was just like, I've just realized that there have been so many situations to where it could have been way worse. You know, I always focused on the negative because I was just like, geez, you know, I never thought that this could possibly happen to me. But then I failed to realize that, wow, I really just sometimes, in some cases, narrowly escaped some things, and I have to be grateful for that. Basically, it just made me realize that everything that's been thrown in my face has not been too much for me to handle. It may be big in my head because it's like, oh my god, this is like a new worry or you know, new hurdle that I have to conquer, but I've conquered so many. Nobody thought that I could ever get fit. Nobody ever thought that. And then when I started getting more fit, then all of a sudden I started getting a little bit fat because I started focusing on YouTube instead of focusing on myself and doing YouTube at the same time. So then I started getting a belly, and I was like, nah, this ain't cutting it, fam. So it was time, you need to cut it. I'm so cheesy. So basically I lost 32 pounds in the past 2 months. And I did that doing Stairmaster and keto. And my friend was like, next time I see you, you're still gonna have a big belly. I'm like, bet. Bet. And the next time I saw him, yo, I was really cut. So, you know, that's the thing. I'm a go-getter. Sometimes, like I said, maybe I'm a little bit too optimal, to where I play it too safe, to where I don't take risks, and that's what really holds me back. But you know what? It's time to take risks, and it's time to keep learning, because I've realized that even though I sometimes have to deal with a lot of, you know, consequences due to certain poor decisions or whatever at times, I've still learned from them, and I've become way stronger, and I feel like I've become way stronger just in the span of a few days, because people have been feeding me words. And people are in your life for a reason, man. And those people who help you out, who build you up to be who you are, don't take those people for granted, because you never know when you're gonna need them, and you never know when you're gonna need to be there for them when they were there for you. So never take the people who help you out for granted, because, man, I've had so many people help me out over the past few days, and so many people be understanding with me and be compassionate, even though honestly sometimes I really feel like I don't even deserve it. But that's the thing, it's like I was so mentally just thrown off that I don't know, I couldn't handle stuff or whatever. But now, like I said, I feel way better, but at the same time I'm still gonna, you know, get myself checked up and whatnot, because I just want to play it safe due to how other things happen as well, health wise. But you know, the fact that I've just changed my mindset so much has really just cleared my head. My head no longer feels heavy. I don't feel sad, I don't feel sick, I don't just have no motivation whatsoever. In fact, I feel more motivated than I ever have in so long, because I feel like I finally have made progress and I'm making the steps I need to become who I want to be. So that's what I had to say for this video. At first it was going to be a lot more of me dumping a lot of stuff, and you know, I don't know, it's like I've realized that, you know, you need to be in tune with your emotions, but you shouldn't let your emotions control you. You still have to have some strength. And, you know, that's the thing. There's this stigma on the internet that a man has to be this, or a man has to be that, or this shouldn't bother a guy, or whatever. And that's stupid. You know, why should I suppress my emotions, or, like, you know, why should I follow what you think a man is supposed to be, when, you know, if I do something that doesn't work for me, because that's what society expects from me or whatever, it's just gonna stunt my growth because I'm trying to be like everyone else. Hell no, I'm not doing that anymore. But at the same time, I'm not letting whatever bothers me, or stress or emotions or whatever, control me to where then it's like, yes, I have problems or whatever. Yes, these problems bother me, but can these problems conquer me? No, I can conquer these problems. So, yeah, I hope this video was motivating for you guys. Maybe it helped you all. If I look really blazed right now, it's probably because I was a little bit earlier. But you know, that's even that right there. That's not anything I'm ashamed about, because it's helped me, you know, like I said, be able to work out better, grow, and I've used it in ways that have helped me become stronger. But then at the same time, I've realized some negative things about doing that kind of stuff, and you know, I try to have self-control in some areas. So it's just, you know, I've realized that there's some things you just can't avoid entirely. It's about how you can handle things when those problems confront you. Because if you just avoid it, then you're not handling a problem, you're just running away from an issue. And that's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be strong enough to where you can be like, laugh in its face, basically. So, alright, anyway, enough of my rambling. I've been recording for like 30 minutes. This was a little... Bleh. I can't speak right now because my mouth's so dry. This was a really long video, but it was going to be way longer before, so be thankful for that. And hope you all are excited for Kobama-sama. I will definitely have some uploads soon. First two playthroughs I'm going to be doing are Sonic 06 with Facecam and Bayonetta 2 with Facecam. So excited about that. I'm also going to be doing just reaction videos and whatnot, anime stuff, workout videos, probably shoe unboxings, because I don't know if you all have been checking out my Instagram, my Snapchat, and all that stuff, but I am like super obsessed with hats, shoes, and just other stuff as well. So, you know, I kind of want to extend that. I don't, you know, do fashion or style or anything like that to like completely flex. I feel like it's a way of extending who I am. So that's another thing too, but I don't need to explain anything else. That's it for this video. So I'm just excited. And, you know, I'm working on some things still, but I know what is wrong. But I'm not going to let those wrongs, like I said, control me. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. As always, thank you all for the support through all this. This has been really rough for me, but there have been so many awesome people who have been so supportive, who have given me so many uplifting words and just just understanding. And you know, you guys really prevented me from wanting to completely quit this channel and just so many other things as well, because I realized I have helped a lot of people out, and I like that a lot. And like, you know, I'm supposed to give from my source, or I'm supposed to give from my overflow or whatever, but part of me is I like helping people out. That brings me happiness, so I'm going to do that if that brings me happiness. Yeah. Anyway, thanks again for watching. See you all. Have a good day. Peace, Republic of Kobannermites. Take care.